Ah. So what is cooking today?
Well, we are going to be cooking some peanut butter soup with some chicken. We're going to not fry it, but we're going to boil it.
Yeah.
More or less. And yeah, so we're going to cut some vegetables up with some onion and then some seasoning, just ginger, garlic. And we're going to add some spices in this pot with our chicken after we wash it. And kind of just let it stew and cook everything, absorb flavors. While that's going on one place, we're going to mix our peanut butter with the habanero and some tomato paste and let that mix and blend until we get some oil on top. So that's what we're going to start doing. Alright, we got our chicken washed, our vegetables cut in chunks, and we're going to add our seasonings here. Scoop all of that. Like I said, pretty well just ginger and garlic. Gives it really good flavor.
Ginger, garlic, and onion.
Oh, and onion. And a little salt. And our badia seasoning. And once we get all of our seasonings and throw our vegetables in here, get those steamed up while we steam our chicken. Alright. Put it over there. Put it on medium high. We'll let that just go. Starting on our peanut butter. This is roughly a cup and a quarter of peanut butter. Our length looks like a lot, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, so in order to get our habanero nice and blended, we're going to throw it in the blender with a little bit of water. And then also with, don't worry about the peanut butter, it'll be okay. Our tomato paste. Center up in. Alright, nicely blended there. Just dump her right in. And a little more water in the blender. We're gonna mix it until we essentially get like a nice smooth blend, but gotta get all the extra sauce out of here. And mix it in, get it nice and smooth. Could take a little bit, because you know it's peanut butter. And so we had to add a little bit more water to it, but look at the nice, very smooth texture there. Alright, so move it over to the stove after that, and turn it on about medium heat. Alright. But yeah, you gotta stir it pretty frequently or keep stirring it because you definitely don't want the peanut butter to burn on the bottom. So gotta keep up with it until we get that oil going. Okay, so we're starting to get some oil. You can kind of see it as you stir it in the bubbles when it's boiling. So we're gonna turn it to low here in a minute and kind of let it just simmer. Alright, so we didn't add any water to it. So we just have the natural juices from the vegetables and the chicken coming through. And it looks like we're cooking very nicely. We're getting pretty white in there. But we'll let that keep going for a bit and get everything softer. Oil's very nice on top there. You can see it kind of pushing around. Just doing some light stirs just to make sure it doesn't burn on the bottom. Alright, so our peanut butter soup is cooked. It's well blended, it's smooth. So we're gonna add some more juice and some water to make it more lighter and more like our soup that we're desiring. So we're gonna add a good bit of this chicken stock and the vegetable juices in here because that's good flavor. Just take it and strain it right in there. Don't waste any of that flavor. Pull out our veggies, throw them in the blender and get those ready. Alright, so we got all our vegetables out of here. We're gonna add a little water because our soup's still a little thick as well. And with the added vegetables, it's gonna make it even thicker. Awesome. It's blended down really good. Looks like baby food. I'm gonna dump her on in there.
All of it?
A decent bit. Let's see. We'll probably start adding some water here to it as well. Help thin it down.
All of it, because it's very thick.
We'll add a little more water as well. last but not least, we'll add a little chicken flavored cube in there. And since the chicken's already pretty soft, we will not add it to the soup yet. We'll wait till the soup cooks and kind of the water and the sauce blends, and then we'll add the chicken a little later. All right, and now we will kind of cover up the soup, let it boil, and let everything mix together. All right, so we got it boiled and mixed pretty well, but it still seems pretty thick for peanut butter soup. Probably add a little more water and do it one more time. And then we'll probably add our chicken to it and let it all come together. That's probably about another cup.
Yeah, he's married to an African woman who doesn't measure when she's cooking, so I think he's picking up after me.
Alright, so we're going to taste it a little bit and see how salty we are. I'm going to throw a little in there. We salted the chicken, but when we mix that, we definitely want to only rely quite on the chicken. Toss our chicken in here. Get all that peanut butter soup. We'll probably let it simmer for maybe 5 to 8 minutes, and then we'll, I think, call it. Not bad for the white boy, huh? Alright, so our peanut butter soup's done. Like I said, we added our chicken, we let it simmer for a little longer to kind of mix all the flavors. It's at a good desired thickness, and now we'll just let it cool down. We're not eating it today, but you can definitely eat it with rice, you can eat it with banku, you can eat it with fufu, you can eat it with plantain. Tons of things you can eat peanut butter soup with, so just pour it on over and lap it up.
Yep.
Thanks for joining me make peanut butter soup, and stay classy.